Hey, what's up, YouTube? This kind of hat's kind of small, bro.
Me gusta.
I do apologize for being late, but better late than never, right? I was doing shish kebab earlier on today, so I'm a little bit late. Can't check it. This hat is too small. This hat was given to me by my brother, who passed away. God bless him. But anyway, put to the next hat. So yeah, so let's. I wanted to talk about what happened in Texas. With not forgetting the 19 lives, the 19 children's lives that were lost, the 3 adults. Um, a lot of people talking about gun reform. A lot of people talking about um, taking away guns. A lot of people talking about mental health issues. It's just more than that. I mean, there's not one representative that we have in Senate, whether it's in Congress, whether it's a senator, whether it's a House of Representative, whether it's a senator, have no backbone to make this tragedy. Hey, what's up, Damien? To make these tragedies less occurrence. Years ago, I said doors should be completely locked. I don't care if it's bulletproof, because I went as far as that, and I went as far as doing as metal detectors. But so far, those our ideas, our thoughts fall on deaf ears, because I understand that people own guns, and this and you want to have your rights to own guns, but you have people that have no right to have guns, even if they don't have a mental issue. Some people just don't have a need to have a gun, but yet they do. And the funny thing is that, from what my understanding is that this young man had a red flag a long time, and they didn't do anything. Background checks should be more extensive. You want to go buy a gun? We're gonna do a background check. Uh, even if it's even, you have to come in accordance with HIPAA, in some sort of way, because by HIPAA law, you can't divulge certain things because of a patient. All those things have to change. Look, back in 1996, but 1996, when, hold on a minute. Ratón era. I'm sorry. In 1996, when Australia had its massacres, they went into a big gun reform. They prohibited gun ownership. Then they bought over 460. That was a lot. Everything should be included, because you know what? Some of these people, I heard a guy the other day say that that you gotta be careful, because this guy posted on Telegram how he was gonna do this. He posted this when he was 16 years old with with another buddy. That when he was turned 18 years old, that when he turned 18 years old, that he was gonna go buy a gun and do this, right? And the knife is because I was doing some shish kebab. That he was going to do this. Hello, doesn't that raise a red flag? And the minute the kid turned 18 years old, boom, that should have just sounded an alarm and said, this guy, wherever he goes, he can't buy an arm. To do a background check, nope, we can't give you an ammunition. And then that goes to all computer systems. And so when you do go into a pawn shop or whatever it may be, you look up a name, boom, I can't sell you a gun. I'm sorry. It's like when people are on a no-fly list, the same way. Why can't we have a no-gun list? You know, this has nothing. This has nothing to do. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. But the funny thing about it is that I was watching yesterday a congressman from here, from North Carolina, on TikTok, and I want to put it on later on so you can see it. How he says that everything that we have thought of, everything that everything that Congress has thought of, it has been blocked. Everything has been blocked from from universal background checks. That's been blocked. From mental health check, that's been blocked, and all has been blocked all has been blocked because of the NRA. From what he said was when he asked his fellow congressman, why are they blocking these bills? Because they said that if these bills pass, that the NRA said that they won't get a Class A rating from the NRA. A Class A rating, whatever that means, I don't know. But if it's like the BB, the Better Business Bureau, then you get an A for your business, then it's stupid. If you're a senator and if you're serving the public and you're worried about what the NRA is going to give you, if you're worried about you not getting votes, then you don't deserve to be in politics. Because the politics is to serve the people, not to serve the NRA, not to serve pharmaceuticals. I know, dirty, right? Not to serve anybody, but to serve your constituents, to serve those who voted for you. I've had a lot of people when I do the post that they said that they're gun owners and that they believe that a more extensive background check should be done. And it's true. A more extensive background check. When you go when you go to court and they're going to sentence you, they do a background check on you to find out where you were, what you were doing, so they can give you a recommendation to the judge. This is what we recommend when you when you become a judge. They do a background check. They do an extensive background. They'll pick up things when you were 5 years old. So why can they not do the same thing for guns? Because of the NRA? You're that worried about the NRA? And then you have people like Ted Cruz. You have people like Donald Trump that says you can you can get rid of these people with a by arming a good guy with a gun. That doesn't make any sense. Remember when he said arming teachers? That doesn't even make sense. We spend so much money, and I'm not saying anything bad about it, let's put things in perspective. We spend so much money in Ukraine. We spend so much money in other stupid, but I'm talking about stupid stuff that if you look at the things that they pass and they give millions of dollars, that they cannot spend money. They cannot spend money. Hold on. They cannot spend millions of dollars to secure the schools of our kids, to secure the future. And think about it. These cops were being shot at, they said they refused to go in because they were afraid to get shot. It's your job, bro. It's your job. What? It's just you shoot and that's it? You take cover, you do a tactical move, you go through here, you go through there. The point is to secure the place, not to stay back and say, I'm not going to go in because they're shooting at us. That's your job. You're a police officer. You're supposed to serve and protect. And I said to myself, was this because this was a mostly Hispanic school that they didn't care? And I don't want to go there because I don't want to put those kids' lives into a discrimination thing because that's neither here or there. But think about it. You didn't enter the school because you were afraid of getting shot. That's what the detective said. That's what they all said because they were what is it? He shot 14 rounds. They shot 18, and they said he said that he was shooting from way before he even went to the school. So how did he even enter? You and I can sit here, and you and I guarantee you, mark my words, you and I can debate this over and over again. Congress is not going to do anything because the NRA has too much of a hold on Congress, too much of a hold on the idiots like Ted Cruz, too much hold on the Donald Trump, too much hold on these Republicans, on the Republicans. I'm not talking about all, on the Republicans that they believe that if they go against the NRA, they're going to lose their seat, that they're going to lose constituents. For those people, they need to be gone. This little mouse does not want to go away. You know, those people do not deserve to be in Congress. They really don't. The mouse. I don't want to kill him. I just don't want him on property. But anyway, so those people don't deserve to be in Congress. If I run for office, and I'm afraid that if I go against this, and I know for a fact, and in my heart of heart, I know that it's wrong, but I say to myself, I'm gonna have to vote against it because if I don't vote against it, and then the company that's doing this, it's not gonna back me up. It's not going to endorse me. It's not going to endorse me. Then I'm not doing my job. Then I shouldn't be in Congress. Then I shouldn't be in any public office, and not just any public office. I shouldn't be in any position to at all. I mean, what do we need to do? 19 innocent kids died. 19. They were red flags. Social media plays a big part of this because if social media can ban Donald Trump, right? With these algorithms, social media can ban Donald Trump. If social media can ban the idiot Marjorie Taylor Greene. If they can ban those, so hello, when Telegraph or with any of these social media, when they see that, when the algorithm catches that there's someone that said kill, use the word kill, knife, gun, whatever, then that should be sent to the authorities. All right, whether it's whether the person is joking, whether the person is not joking, and you investigate that. All right, once that once that kid made that threat at the age of 16 years old, they should have been a red flag. Once he turned 18, sure, there should have been officers at his house. Hey, you turned 18 today. You said when you turned 18 you was gonna buy guns. What's up? Are you gonna buy guns? Let that person know that you're looking at him or her. That's what you do. And you put a red flag. And you do, like I said, you do a no gun list. These people, boom, are not allowed to buy guns. Okay? What do we do to make a you don't a lot of people like guns. A lot of people like to shoot guns. Look where I live at. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Oops, hold on a minute. I live over here. This is my house. All those houses over there, all those houses, all those houses, all of them, all of them own guns. All of them. And being that I live outside the city limits, so you hear them shoots because they have some animals and the coyotes and stuff like that. But you hear you hear gunshots. The people in the front of us where I live at, they own guns. Do I say something? No, because they're responsible adults. You know, I don't mind that. You like guns, fine. Do what you got to do. But my point is that we have to keep guns away from people that are not supposed to have guns. And like I said, most of these people that do these kind of crimes, that you see them, they've always posted something on social media. From Timothy McVeigh to all of them, they've all posted something on social media. So it's social media's responsibility, okay, to also warn the government, to also warn local officers or local departments, hey, this is a threat. Okay, this kid had it written down. Why didn't he go to the school and say, listen, This kid said that he was going to shoot up the school. Let the principal know. Let the director know what's going on, or what of a potential threat. But they're not going to do that because it does not help them. It's not their kids that's dying. It's not their mother. It's not their daughters or their sons, their nieces or nephews. It's not them. So they don't care. And as long as they got that backup from the NRA, they don't care. Do you think the NRA made a statement and said, what we believe that the United States, that the government should make a more extensive background check? No, they don't do that because if they make a statement out like that, then people are like, well, we're not going to buy any guns. And that is the truth. Will there be another one? Who knows? Probably will be because you got copycats. I saw a lady yesterday on TikTok, not lying to you, from Texas. I forgot where in Texas she's from, but she was crying for help because she said that her son talks about killing people. Her son, she's Spanish. Her son talks about killing people. Her son talks about hurting people. Her son talks about shooting people, and she's gone to authorities. She's gone to, this is what she said, that she's gone to doctors, and there is no help for her, and that she is seeking help. So she said, I'm seeking help for my son. So if this is a woman is seeking help and her son does something, whether it's true or not, then who's to blame? Okay, NRA just selling guns, right? But I, as a government, can say, you know what? The funny thing about this whole thing is that they blaming Biden yesterday was saying that there shouldn't be any lobbyists, right? Ban the lobbyists, but Congress controls that. Congress is the one that can say if you can lobby or not. And if my memory serves me correct, when Barack Obama became president, one of his key points, or one of his things that he was running on, was he said he was going to take away the lobbying. That there was not going to be any more lobbyists. And hello, and that was 16, 17, 18 years ago, and we still have people lobbying in Congress. So for Biden to say we should get, you could do that, easily, but they don't do that because it doesn't benefit them. See, politics is no longer politics. Politics is a business. Okay, politics is a business. You saw Ted Cruz got confronted yesterday in that restaurant. They all should get confronted, not just Republicans, Democrats too. Because Democrats, when Barack Obama had the House, when Barack Obama was president, he had the majority leader. He at one point they controlled both the House and the Senate. So to pass down the bucket, that's what they're doing. They're passing down the bucket. Him. That's all they're doing. And who's paying for it? All these little innocent little kids. And then the one thing that got me upset most was that not Donald Trump, Barack Obama talked about, he tweeted about this yesterday, but then he put George Floyd into this. And then I saw another girl who talked about it on TikTok, but she's stupid too because she's like, but these kids, these kids were not on drugs. These kids didn't use drugs, which we know that. But what she's trying to say is that George Floyd got what George Floyd got was because he was on drugs. George Floyd had drugs on him, so therefore George Floyd needed to be dead. Therefore George Floyd he deserved what he got. All right. Just because George Floyd was high, just because George Floyd had a criminal record, just because George Floyd, whatever, he did not deserve to have a knee in his back for 9 minutes and some odd seconds and taking his life away. It does not matter who the person is. It's the action at that moment. We're not talking about his past. when you're getting arrested or you whatever the case may be, the police officer's not the police officer's not chasing you. Let's just say you run from a police officer. He's not chasing you because hey he thinks you're a criminal. He's chasing you because he saw something that you did something bad and he's chasing you for a reason. One would hope, right? And then when he catches you, he arrests you, blah 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 blah, and then he runs your name, and then they find out that you have an extensive criminal record, right? But at that moment of George Floyd, that was not thought. That was not thought. So for Barack to say that was stupid, but we definitely need to do something to the schools. We need to protect our children. And if you people and don't blame and I want to say this emphatically, stop blaming Congress. Well, we gotta blame Congress, but also blame yourselves for keep you guys keep um, voting for these people. You guys keep voting for them. You keep voting for them, and this is what happens. They don't pass any legislation. They don't pass anything. And then when this happens, oh, blame Congress, but blame yourselves too for voting for them. You know Ted Cruz doesn't care. You know Mitch McConnell doesn't care. You know Rand Paul doesn't care. You know that most of the Republicans don't care. So why vote for them? Why not vote for someone who does care, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat? Whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, vote for people who care. Vote for people who are going to do something. Vote for people who are going to make a change. How can you be pro-life and not take care of the 19 kids that passed away? How can you be pro-life in the state of Texas like that and not take care of the children in the school if you know that we live in a country where people are damaged, some people are damaged goods. And by that, they go around and they do what they did, what this kid did, the Salvador Ramos. Why vote for them if you know they're not going to do anything? You got your guns. No one, look, whenever you hear Republicans say Democrats are out there to take your guns, no, they're not. That's not going to happen. It hasn't happened in 200 years. So it's not going to happen now. So that's just Democrat. That's just Republican. That's just Republican talking. And when you see Democrats talking, all the Democrats that the Republicans have not done anything. Neither have they. Neither have they because they've had a chance to run both the House and the Senate, and they haven't done anything. They haven't. So like I said before, I'm for you having your gun. I'm for that. Like I showed you before, most of my neighbors have guns. That doesn't bother me. They're out there protecting themselves. I saw a guy today with a holster with his gun. Hey, oh, that's cool. You have that right. I give it to you. You know, but enough is enough. To be honest with you, you don't need an assault rifle to be carrying around the street with an RRR, an AR-15. You don't need that. It takes one bullet. All right, you don't need all that. When do we stop this massacre? When do we stop this bureaucracy? When? This needs to stop. And how does this stop? By you guys voting good people in. I don't care the Republican or the Democrat. By voting good people in, forget about just saying that the Democrats are going to take your guns away or they're going to take your rights away. This has been in the Constitution for 200 years and it's not going to win. It's not going to go away. Stop believing that. You love your kids. You love your grandchildren. You love your nieces. You love your uncle. I mean, your nieces. You love, your cousins. Then the change starts with you. with you voting people, with you voting good people in. We've had these same senators, we have the same Republicans, the same Democrats for years, and nothing has changed. And look how many kids have died. Look at that kid that in Buffalo. In Buffalo, 12 people died. Another crazy maniac kid. And yet we still run around like if nothing happened. They run around like if nothing happened. And people are losing their lives. When is this going to stop? We need to do something and we need to act now. People, you guys, every man and woman should go up to Washington and just stand there and protest because this got stopped 19 kids and then in 1 week before Buffalo, those 12 kids. And then just think about all the kids that have died throughout the years in school shootings. And kids have died out there in the streets by a stray bullet. Innocent kids standing outside and someone shoots and boom, they die. Think about that. Think about that. The next time you vote in November, whether you go to Texas, whether you go to Florida, just think about these people. Abbott in Texas don't care about you. DeSantis in Florida doesn't care about you. They care about votes. That's what they care about. All right. So think about it. Come this November, decide who you're going to vote for. Decide who you're going to let in that into that House, into that Senate. Because these are the fate. These you're putting your kids' lives at risk. Because you're sending your kids to school thinking that they're gonna come home. They're gonna come home safe. You expect that, but it's not happening. Congress is not doing their job. They're getting paid. They're getting paid by lobbyists. They're getting paid by this. They're getting paid by that. But they're not doing their job. Fuck! I overthrew that. But they're not doing. But they're not doing their job, which they should be doing their job. And it's up to us to let them know that this is not going to happen anymore. We're not going to take one more life away. We're not going to live like we're caged animals. This is ridiculous. It really is. You guys decide.